Hey folks, Chief here with Crazy Faith. It is September 2nd, 2015. It's a Wednesday night, so we're just getting back from Nisqually Home Church at Cheryl and Robert McLeod's. And you know what? We had a great night. We had, I'm going to guess, about 22 people that showed up. And on top of it, we were celebrating God's new year, and we're going to be entering the Jubilee year. Every 7 years, there's a year of rest, the seventh year. So 7 times 7 is 49, and now we're entering the Jubilee, the 50th year. Now here's the key: those people that are just passionately building a relationship with the Lord, sold out, on fire, continually seeking and helping others. It's not the works, it's doing what God is telling you, are going to be blessed abundantly. Yep, if that's you, then be expecting this year just to rock your world and have blessings like you've never seen before. Well, it's not a threat, but if you are not walking in the fullness of God, I can't guarantee you that you're going to have as an abundance of blessings as those that are. Let's see. So Cheryl made she made brisket, and she cooked it since 10 this morning. Oh my goodness, it was so beyond good. And my mouth is watering just thinking about it. She also made some green beans. I'm not even going to try and say what the spices she had on it, spices that you wouldn't normally think, but holy tamale, they were delicious. Denise we brought rolls, and we brought apples and dipped it in honey. And then my Cedar Girl made special honey cupcakes. And I didn't get to taste one, but that's okay because I'm trying to cut back on sugar. But they were phenomenal, I heard. We had a ton of praise reports and a lot of suddenlies happening in people's life. Good, godly suddenlies. August, we declared, is going to be the month of suddenlies in a godly way. And guess what? It has been, but we don't want to limit God, and so we just extended it till kingdom come or till you go home to be with the Lord. So continue to pray for suddenlies, godly, good, great, awesome suddenlies in your life. Let's see. I spit it from a number of verses, and you may have to rewind, you may have to stop and pause, but I want you to write these verses down, and I want you to go look at them and see what you get out of it. I'm going to actually give a condensed version of some of the verses. That doesn't mean that you're out of going to look these up. I want you to go read them and see what God has for you. So I spit it from 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. I also spit it from Psalms chapter 98, verse 1, Romans chapter 8, verse 18, Isaiah 43:19. I then kicked it down to Colossians chapter 3, verses 5 through 10. Now that section in Colossians, it might be calling some of you to the mat. It might be telling you to pucker up, buttercup, and you need to make some modifications and address some things in your life. But that's a good thing. Since we're starting a new year, let's start fresh. I then kicked it over to Deuteronomy 7:13, and I ended with Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. Now here is the condensed version. Corinthians says you are a new creation. That's you. When you ask God into your heart, you are a new creation. The old is gone. Psalms. I want you to sing a new song. Don't lose your song. Don't lose your song, but come up with a new song. You're a new person. Romans. Even in these present sufferings, it's not what God has for you. He's got more. Isaiah, new things are coming. Down to Colossians, you have to take off your old self. You got to get rid of some of that junk that's weighing you down. When you do, Deuteronomy 7:13, you're going to start to see increase. Why? Because Jeremiah says, I know the plan for you. God has a plan for you, folks. You. You may not know what it is right now, but as soon as you start pressing in and growing relationship, he'll start to reveal it. A praise report goes out. Robert blessed us with a bunch of salmon, fresh salmon, that we're going to make for street feed tomorrow, which is a massive miracle because we didn't know what we were going to cook. And I want you to pray for a young lady. She's entering a transition in her life, and she just needs direction. Now, here's the crummy part. I tell you this a million times. I didn't say understanding. Well, we need your help to partner with Crazy Faith on a monthly basis. How can you do that? You can go to iamcrazyfaith.com, click donate now, and join us for any amount. Have a great night, and I love you. Hoyt.